Thank you for coming to our training for today. We're going to talk about the Porta GW and GWF installation. So the Porta series will be talking about is the frameless glass version. The frameless glass version has two variations. One comes with just a sliding glass, which is the GW, and one with the fixed glass, which have an F on it, is the one has a fixed glass on it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the installation of these two variations. The glass door can be mounted on the wall, as you can see here, can be mounted on the ceiling. Yeah, and you can also recess into the ceiling, as what you see here, that is normally found in the design. And there is an opening on the tracks that you can order, where you can have the soft close and all the rollers be able to take out from this opening. Okay, so the parts are here. The glass that they can handle is 100 kilo. 100 kilo with a maximum width of 1.6 meter and maximum height of 2.7 meter. And this is the hardware that's inside it. It's meant for 100 kilos. So we have the tracks in different lengths, 2.5, 3.5, 6 meter. The track cover on the ends, the track cover that cover up the opening. So later on, I'm going to show it to you, the rubber seal, as well as a wall bracket that you can mount it to the wall. Okay, then we have the screws as well as the end caps. Same for the fixed glass version. Okay, same for the fixed glass version. You can mount it directly on the ceiling. Okay, and you can mount it recessed into the ceiling. You can have an opening where you can have all the hardware be able to maintain. The dimensions is the same, just that you have an additional fixed glass portion where you can mount the fixed glass. Okay, track wise, you have the different lengths that is available: 2.5, 3.5, 6 meter. The panel profile that you can cover the tracks that is not needed for the sliding door. The fixed glass profile where you can seal up the tracks that it doesn't need the fixed glass. Then the bottom glass guide, the fixed glass guide, the rubber seal, okay, and also the rubber seal on the side. So I'm going to share with you on the soft close as well. So the soft close looks something like this. Okay, so I'm going to switch the screen. Okay, so the soft close, if you can see, this is the soft close. Yeah, so you can go into the opening for maintenance as well. So it's very easy to install. Later on, I can show you how to be installed. So we take a look at the video first. This is the video of how it looks like when it's installed. Very smooth as it opens and closes. And you have a nice soft close at the end. So you can see from this video here, this is how the tracks looks like. You can see where the fixed glass is. There is a fixed glass cover that cover up the area that it doesn't have the fixed glass. And there's another panel cover, where it covers up the opening where the hardware is secured. Okay, so you can see it very clearly from here. So you only have the rubber seal that is exposed. So very nicely decorated top ceiling area. So everything is fully removable if you need maintenance. At the bottom, you have the fixed glass profile, where you can mount it to the floor, and you mount the fixed glass that is optional. You can have it directly mount on the floor as you want it. Okay. So I'm going to show you another video about installation of the soft close. So the soft close is interchangeable for the wood and the glass version. So it's the same soft close mechanism that uses in the Porta family. This soft close is designed, this video is designed for the wooden door family. Okay, so you can see that the soft close is mounted to the roller. So you notice on the top, there's also an opening where you have the rollers that's going into the tracks, as well as the soft close that goes into the tracks easily. Okay, then you mount the suspension. This is a wooden suspension. I'm going to show you later on the glass suspension. Then this is the trigger. So every single thing can be mounted through the opening. And when you're done, you can just close the opening like this. Okay. So I'm done with the video for the soft close. This is the mounting instruction that you can download from the internet. From here, you can have the mounting instruction, how to do the GW as well as the GWF mounting. So it's the same mounting instruction for both versions, the GW and the GWF. You can mount it onto the ceiling directly, or you can have a side mount, like a side mount bracket. And this is the two different covers for you to cover the ends of the tracks. Okay, then this is the GWF version. So the different tracks, the GW ceiling mount, the GW wall mount, and the GWF ceiling mount. Okay, so these are the things that you need to order if you are installing the different variation of it. The tracks, the cover, whether is it for just the GW or the GW wall mount version. This is the cover for the GW wall mount version. This is the GWF tracks, the cover of the GWF, the fixed panel cover, the fixed panel guide, then the fixation of the glass profile. Then this is the rubber seal for your fixed panel, and the seal for the panel for your tracks. Okay. So installation is very simple. At the end, you have the rubber seal where you can do the door stop. Yeah, maximum weight is 100 kilos of the door panels. Yeah, this is the fixed panel, the GWF version and the GW version. So you cut to size according to the dimension that you want on the tracks. Yeah, then you can create an opening with a drilling jig. Okay, so this is to make your rollers all available. So I'm going to stop sharing for a while what I mean by that. Okay, so if you can see these tracks, okay, this tracks has a cut out opening. Okay, this cut out opening is able to slide in the roller very easily. So if you need to do future maintenance, this roller can be taken out very easily. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So this cutout here is done by the drilling jig that you can order from our part list. Okay, so I'm gonna share the. So this is the drilling jig to create the opening. Okay, with this radius. This is available for you to order. Then you can put all the rollers inside the component. Then you can have it recessed. You mount it to the ceilings. Then this is how it's done in terms of fixing the fixed glass. This is the rubber seal that fixes up the fixed glass. This is the bottom guide. You need the rubber seal to fix the fixed glass as well. Then this guide can be open. So you can see there's a screw on top that you can open up the sliding glass guide. Okay. Then you mount the glass onto the bracket. Okay. Then after that, you screw tied it. Then you move the glass into the tracks. Then you move the roller screw into the suspension, which I'm gonna show you later on. Okay, just bear with me for a while. Then from there you can adjust the bottom guide and you lock up the top suspension. Okay. Then after you clip on the hook for you to install this profile. This profile is to cover up the tracks so that it is very clean, and you just mount the clip on first. Then after you mount the aluminum profile, okay, then it's completely sealed on the area where you do not want them to see. Okay, so you can able to slide in very easily. Okay, so I'm going to show you the actual set. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to show you the actual set. So this is how the suspension look like. Can you see? This is how the suspension look like. Okay, the suspension looks like this. Okay, it's like a L-shaped suspension. Can you see it's L-shaped suspension? How it looks like. So you put in the glass first. Okay, you put in the glass. You can put in the glass. Okay. Then there's screw for you to tightening the glass. So I'm going to use the screw and tightening the glass. So to do it correctly, okay, so you must slightly tighten all of the screws so that it's fixed correctly. Then after that, you tighten further each one at a time so that the gap is evenly distributed onto the glass. There will not be one that is bulging up or the other one is not bulging up. So right at the slot here is where you can hook on to the tracks. So what happened is that first, I show you how the tracks looks like. So this is the tracks with the mounting hole. Okay, so you first put on the roller into the tracks. Okay, can you see it? You put on the roller into the tracks. Then from here, you can mount the glass into the suspension. How I do it, it's very simple. Okay, so imagine this is already inside the tracks. Okay, there's a slot here that you can goes in here. That's it. Okay, so there's a slot here. You have to mount it inside. Then after you mount it inside, you screw tight the screw. Okay, so imagine that it's hanging already into the ceiling. You mount it, screw tight in the screw. So once it's tight, okay, then you can turn this around and you can close the gap. So this is to close the gap. Okay, so the roller doesn't comes out at all. So if you want to adjust height, it's also easy. So by release a bit of the screw, you can adjust the height. Okay, so it doesn't need to be tight. Okay, it doesn't need to be tight. This is to adjust your height. Okay, so once you have the suitable height, then after that you can close this up and you can tighten this. So with this, the tracks is secure. Okay, so the height is adjusted according to what you want, and you can see that this is able to go in. Let me see. You can see that this is able to go into the top tracks very easily. Okay, So the L shape is able to go into this slot. And you can see there's a gap here between here and here. That is where your clip-on fascia is. Okay, remember there's a plastic clip that you can clip onto this row of slots. Then after that, you clip on the aluminum fascia as well as the rubber seal at here. Then your whole ceiling works are done. Okay, so there is also slots here on both sides, one side and here, this one. You can insert the rubber seal here as well. So when you insert the rubber seal here and the aluminum profile with the rubber seal, then the whole ceiling works will be very nice. I'm going to show it to you what I mean by that. So this was the video I shown earlier on. So you can see on the ceiling works. Okay. You can see that there's a rubber seal here at one side, and there's a aluminum fascia as well as a rubber seal here. Okay, so with the installation completed, you can insert the rubber seal as well as the aluminum fascia on it. Okay, so same goes for the soft close. Same goes for the soft close. You can how it looks like that. So this is where you can insert the rubber seal and rubber seal here. Okay, so the whole area will be completely covered. Okay, and if you need to have the soft close, it can be also inserted very easily into the opening here. Okay, so this is same thing. You can goes into the thing, and you can go inside and put inside the soft close. Okay, so if you have any more questions, you can always write to us on any installation inquiry. So thank you for your time. That's it.